The Mitsubishi Lancer EVO Successor could be not what you even expected at all. The Chevy Cruze gets some work done. Chevy is up in their voltage game with the Chevy Volt, that is. See what I did there?
Yep.
Okay. VW brings a fun gearhead model to the US, and Toyota says, well, let's focus on the engines. Plus, it's Tuesday, so you know we have someone doing it wrong. Right, Max?
Oh, yeah.
What's up, everybody? I'm Derek D, and you are watching FastLane Daily. It's a daily show.
Who are you again?
I'm Derek D.
What are we watching?
FastLane Daily. And you are?
Max.
And we're watching
FastLane Daily.
Okay, same thing. Many automakers are putting their cars on diets. We're talking about dropping weight here. You know, they're making the cars more aerodynamic, basically doing everything they can to make their cars more fuel efficient. So, Toyota is like, you know what? We're going to go to the root of the issue and go ahead and just make our engines more efficient to boost fuel economy. The new engine power plants are going to be more thermal efficient and use combustion and loss reduction practices from hybrid developments. This affects 14 new engines for Toyota, improving efficiency by at least 10%. The new engines will start appearing in Toyota cars by next year. Thermal efficiency, huh? All right. Interesting stuff.
Okay.
In related news, stop eating fast food. That may help with fuel efficiency as well, because the weight you are may affect the weight of the car.
That makes sense, yeah.
Globally, VW calls its Sportwagen model a Golf, but here in the US, it's always been known as a Jetta. Well, now that name is here, and some may call it the cool trifecta, the cool factor trifecta. In early 2015, VW will offer the Golf Sportwagen with all-wheel drive, with a manual transmission, and a diesel engine. Yeah, it's some may say the all-wheel drive is kind of a cop-out to offering rear-wheel drive wagon, but let's not be picky here. The diesel will develop 150 horsepower, but you can opt for a turbo gas engine with 170 horsepower, you know, if that's more your speed, because it's going to go a little faster.
Yep.
GM just announced it would invest $449 million into the plants responsible for the next Chevy Volt. And it's not just for a refreshed Volt, but to develop two other versions of the Volts. One of them will apparently be an entry-level model with a smaller battery and thus a reduced range, but also a starting price of $30,000 before any incentives. So that's good. No word on the other version, but with stiff competition from companies like Tesla, GM is fueling that electric vehicle heat, and they're trying to up the game. That's basically what they're doing. Chevy will officially reveal the 2015 Cruze at the New York Auto Show later this week, but let's look at it right now. Right?
Yeah.
It's got a slight facelift, new front bumper, split grille, LED daytime running lamps, and updated tail lights. Inside, whoa, you got new cup holders.
Whoa.
That's huge. Engine options will likely remain the same. Bunch of 4 cylinders, some turbo, some naturally aspirated, with power ranging from 138 to 151 horsepower. You want to buy one? It's going on sale this fall. That's all I got to say about that.
All right.
Remember last week when we mentioned a potential successor to the Mitsubishi 3000 GT serving as a follow-up to the ending of the Lancer EVO? Well, you can forget all about it, because that's probably not going to happen. But there is a new report saying the successor will be a high-performance crossover. Mitsubishi's president, Osamu Masuko, said the next EVO needs to be something people would actually buy, and that EVO and SUV might be an attractive offering. Obviously, this isn't saying an EVO SUV would definitely happen, but if it did, the model would be based on the Outlander Sport previewed recently by that XR PHEV concept. So, yeah. SUV EVO? I don't know. Hey, let's enjoy the more, well, not smart people in our awesome Tuesday segment called, what is it, Max?
Doing it wrong.
That's right. First off, this guy's already doing it wrong with how he's holding his phone while he's shooting, okay? You're in portrait mode, got to do landscape. So already there, you know it's going to be bad. So, but before you tell your friend, hey, film me drift around this turn in my Fiat Uno because it'll look so cool when I post it up on YouTube later, and it may impress that chick Sherry I just friended on Facebook because she's hot. you should probably look at your surroundings, right?
Yes, definitely.
Before you say that to your friend.
Yeah.
If there's a small water ravine right next to where you plan on drifting, you may want to pick a different area, get some practice runs in at least of you, trying to drift. So here he comes down the street, tries to get that little flick in there to start the drift, but no. Major fail, and into the drink he goes. I tell you though, you sure did get sideways.
Oh yeah.
Because that car couldn't be any more sideways than it is in that water.
Definitely.
All right. The two guys jump out of the car. No one is hurt. But Sherry later on Facebook wrote you a comment, and it said, "You're doing it wrong, and I don't want to go out with you." Something along those lines.
Yeah.
That's what Sherry wrote. Do you know any Sherrys?
No.
I think my neighbor where my parents live, her name is Sherry. That's the only. Why would I even tell you that? It's dumb. Anyway, you want to watch that, the link is in the description, and you can watch that all day. It's pretty funny. Right into the ravine. Our FLD question of the day is about that EVO story just before, and quite simply, does an EVO crossover sound cool or not at all? I don't know. Let us know what you guys think. Use hashtag FLDQOTD, and of course, you can send in your own to tips@FastLaneDaily.com, and hey, you may end up on the show. All right? Pretty cool. And that's going to do it for Fastlane Daily today. I'm Derek D. Remember, we will be running an FLD Rewind tomorrow, Wednesday, April 16th, because we'll be gearing up for the New York Auto Show. But exclusive coverage will air Thursday and Friday. You're not going to want to miss that. So we will see you guys then. It's going to be awesome. Always a good time. The New York Auto Show, it's like our home base. Bob Shubin should be showing up. I think Erica sent him an email?
Yeah.
Yeah, his publicist. Yeah, exactly. So. Cool. Get Shubin on there. Dollars into fire sirens and police sirens. This affects 14 new engines for Toyota, improving efficiency at least 10%.
Interesting.
What just happened?
Who are you?
Derek D.
What are we watching?
Fastlane Daily.
Who are you?
Derek D.
What are we watching?
Fastlane Daily.
Who are you?
The D-Man.
What are we watching?
FLDZ.
Ow, we're living in the fast lane, baby. Tuning in the fast lane daily. Car magazines are old news, man. Ain't got the time for shopping at the newsstand. We're living in the fast lane, baby. Tuning in the fast lane daily. News for the always on the go folks. Merge to the left and pass all the slow pokes. You can view how you choose to, FastLaneDaily.com or YouTube. Hosted by my man Derek D. Subscribe right now, don't just take it from me.